Morning and happy NVIDIA earnings day to all those that celebrate. We're coming to you live on X shortly before the US market opens to get you prepped up for what should be one of the busiest trading days of the year. This is no longer just a financial update for one company. NVIDIA's earnings have evolved into the most consequential event on the earnings calendar and perhaps the primary catalyst for the stock market's direction. So a lot will be on the line when the company reports its fiscal Q3 results at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time after Wednesday's closing bell. There is a earnings call scheduled for 5 p.m. Eastern Time with NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. So with AI stocks tumbling so far in November and tech valuations coming under scrutiny, today's guidance will likely dictate sentiment for weeks to come. So if you haven't seen the Investing.com weekly comic, we've got Jensen Huang, the NVIDIA CEO, trying to fend off the bears. Will he be successful? We'll find that out later on tonight. NVIDIA shares are down about 14% since hitting their all-time high. Let me pull up the NVIDIA chart here real quick. Down about 14% since hitting an all-time high of 212 about a couple weeks ago. So we'll see if the earnings report and guidance will be able to fend off, this recent correction, and a relief rally will ensue, or is a sharper correction on the agenda. The stock market so far has had its weakest stretch dating back to the April Liberation Day sell-off. I think was it the S&P 500 is down about 3.5% in the past week. Tech stocks taking it on the chin with concerns over frothy AI valuations, leading investors to jump ship. So once again, like I said, a lot will be at stake when NVIDIA reports numbers after the bell. In terms of the numbers, let's pull up the earnings and sales expectations going to Investing Pro. Fiscal Q3 EPS estimates come in at $1.25. If confirmed, that would mark a 55% increase compared to the year ago period. Sales are expected to come in at a whopping $54.8 billion, marking a 56.1% increase. So that's doubled. So that's over 50% growth both in profit and sales estimates. And the data center revenue, of course, is the number everybody is watching. Sales are projected to surge by about 52% year over year to $48.6 billion as AI chip sales continue to dominate. We've seen EPS revisions coming in to the upside. 30 of the last 36 revisions have been to the upside, according to Investing Pro data. But again, more important than the numbers will perhaps be the guidance for NVIDIA. A simple beat at this point is pretty much priced in. The market's reaction will hinge on two factors: the magnitude of the beat, and most importantly, the company's revenue forecast for the upcoming quarter, where Wall Street anticipates over $61 billion in revenue. So NVIDIA must guide significantly above this figure to signal that the unprecedented growth momentum in AI CapEx spending is not slowing down. In contrast, any guidance that is just merely in line with expectations would be a major disappointment and could be interpreted as another sign of peak AI spending, something that the market is really paying attention to in recent sessions. We've seen stock price reactions after earnings over the past 8 quarters, despite beating numbers. Pretty much every quarter. Shares have actually fallen by an average of 2.4% despite record numbers. So again, will it be a sell the news type of reaction? Will it be a relief rally type of numbers, which trigger that sentiment shift, which we've seen so far in November? So again, a lot is on the line. Option prices are signaling an expected move of about 7%, which would equate to a $320 billion swing in the company's $4.4 trillion market cap. So theoretically, the range to look out for after earnings would be potentially from around 181, where we are right now, heading into the session. The theoretical range extends to roughly either $200 to the upside or 170 to the downside. A nightmare scenario for the bulls if we do see 170 on NVIDIA after earnings. So again, what we're talking about here is how to trade the report. And it just so happens to be that Investing Pro launched a brand new feature, or Investing.com launched a brand new feature, how to trade the report using technical analysis, which pretty much Investing.com AI does all the work for you. Let me pull this up for you real quick here. Very exciting development. Basically helps out all investors, new, experienced, those who have expertise in technical analysis, or those who don't have any understanding of it at all. So this is where it's really going to come in helpful. We pulled up the NVIDIA page here on Investing.com. Let's wait here a second as I grab some water. All right, NVIDIA trading 181 heading into earnings, up a tad bit in the pre-market to roughly about 182.62 right now. So yeah, we'll see here how we can use NVIDIA chart analysis in real time. Right here, as I pull up the NVIDIA page on Investing.com, there is an Analyze Chart widget here, a little tab button signaled with AI. What you're going to do here is just click on it. A little bar opens here to the right. And in about 60 seconds, or in about 1 to 2 minutes, it will break down NVIDIA key levels to watch, price levels, Fibonacci levels. Let me, as it does the work here for you, let me just pull up some of the key benefits. Helps with specific entry level stop losses, profit target prices based on technical analysis, all in under 120 seconds. Trade any market. It analyzes crypto, forex, commodity stocks, ETFs, and indices from markets all around the world. Know your setup, build conviction through understanding, see the full picture with technical indicators. It covers, I think, around 120 indicators with all the key ones where the technical traders basically use those to their advantage. And the what we hear, so the summary here is, okay, let me just read this out for you. NVIDIA is teetering on a critical cliff at 181.36 on the daily chart, correct? Bearish momentum dominates, but both bulls and bears face dangerous traps in this high volatility zone. The next decisive move hinges on whether 179.65, a recent low, holds or breaks, setting up either a deep pullback or a sudden snapback rally. So here I could scroll down, and it really does a great job at providing both the bearish case here, whether it be the super trend, the Ichimoku cloud, MACD bearish crossovers, and what we have here as well is entry levels, price targets, risk rewards, and warn AI's take. So let's say you are considering an aggressive short heading into the NVIDIA earnings. So you can enter at 179.50, set your stop loss at 193.10, and that your profit targets would be 164.25 target one, and then 151.85 if we see that on the chart. The confidence is high according to the AI models, so that is something to look out for if you are a bear. Vice versa, if you are considering a conservative short, then it has these entry levels and price targets as well. So what to expect if 179.65 fails? We can see a 38.2% Fibonacci retracement at 164.25. So it covers all those key levels of the key technical indicators that you want to watch out for. So if you know about these things, or if you have expertise in it, then of course you can use this to your advantage just to sharpen your skills. And if you are a amateur trader, don't really have any experience in technical analysis, I know a lot of folks, a lot of my followers on X have reached out to me over the months, just asking me about certain strategies which I use, what technical analysis strategies I use. So this basically helps cover you on that. You can set your stop loss at where it tells you, where the AI models tell you. And if you're a bull and you're thinking about going an aggressive long heading into the session. So the aggressive long here, as we see here, it's waiting for a signal. So the AI models are not 100% with conviction in regards to that trade. So, that's also something that you want to see from your AI models, not forcing any trades, not forcing anything, just to be an aggressive long. What we want to see here is waiting for signals, whether it validates the thesis or not. If you want to say the conservative long, we do have here Warren AI's take for price entry levels and price targets. But again, very interesting to see that the confidence level for the bull setups are low, whereas the confidence level for the bearish setups are high. So we'll see what happens when NVIDIA reports results after the bell, with an 8% or 7% implied post-earnings move according to the options market. A lot is on the table, not just for NVIDIA, of course, but for the stock market, for the broader AI trade. You know, let's see here. So the super trend levels are, of course, here all stated. Very nice here chart. There's a great chart here at the bottom of it, where pretty much it, you know, let's just say that setting up all the technical indicators on a chart can take up to 20 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes on certain stocks. So to have this done for you in about 2 minutes is simply amazing, and just goes to show how far we've come so far in this AI race. And NVIDIA, of course, being the poster boy of the AI development, the AI revolution. So we'll see how that works out today. Really cool feature. If you want to play around with other stocks, AMD is another NVIDIA correlated name. What NVIDIA does, usually we see mirrored along in AMD and other AI adjacent stocks. So Warren AI is analyzing the AMD chart right now. Very similar to NVIDIA, rally to all-time highs in late October, only to suffer a sharp pullback to start out November. So we see here that it's taking all these different technical analysis indicators into account right now as it develops the chart and certain levels. So really cool feature. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not just stocks. You can play around with this on the Bitcoin chart as well. Commodities, gold, of course, with its rally to 4,500 last month and the pullback right now. We'll see. You could also play around with gold charts, oil, forex. The euro, the yen. We got the AMD technical analysis here summary in place. Patience is rewarded, but volatility is lurking. The parabolic uptrend we've seen is under threat with a double top pattern, 75% complete, and momentum signals flashing mixed. So the support here is very close to where the price is right now, 227.59. What we want to see if you're a bear is a drop to about, was it 231 would be a entry trigger for a stop loss at 224.50. If you're a bear, vice versa for the bulls. Well, there is no trading plan for the bulls. Looks like the bears, the bears obviously have the ball right now heading into Nvidia earnings. So what we want to see here, if you're a bull, is try to get some momentum back with these earnings, with the earnings report. And if you're a bear, just hope that the market character, which we've seen lately, where even good news is being punished. So we'll see the reaction to Nvidia earnings report today. Of course, it does have a significant weighting in the S&P 500. So any move post earnings from Nvidia will have a big or outsized move on the S&P 500 as well. So like I mentioned earlier, it's not just specific stocks that the Warren AI can analyze. It can analyze the S&P 500 as well. Let's pull this up real quick right here. It's interesting because the S&P 500 is about 4% down in the past week, almost halfway to correction territory. The Russell is more than halfway, down 7%. So approaching that 10% correction territory. The NASDAQ down 6.4%. From its recent closing high. So also approaching a market correction territory. So we'll see really what the Nvidia earnings reports bring to the table. Price to perfection, maybe yes, maybe no. Will we see a relief rally? Hard to say. The way the market is behaving lately, if I were a betting man, I think the move is down in Nvidia, but again, a lot hinges on the guidance from Mr. Huang after the earnings call. So yeah, I mean, keep an eye out for the S&P 5. So the S&P 500 right now, tug of war between two key levels, recent all-time high, long-term support still looks intact. Trading at 66.17 right now. The next move hinges on whether bulls can defend the super trend support at 64.09. If bears force a technical breakdown below that level, deeper retracement territory lurks. So go around, log into Investing.com, play around with the analyze AI charts, get a nice little here chart action at the end, little chart porn with the crossovers, volume levels, and of course the moving channels, super trend. Very cool feature. Bottom line for Nvidia, results could either validate the AI as a multi-year secular boom or expose early cracks in the foundation. Right now, a lot of fears are brewing over frothy AI valuations. One thing is for sure, traders position for volatility. Long calls if you're bullish on endless AI scaling, or hedges if overbuilding fears keep you up at night. There's a lot of ways to play this report. As CEO Jensen Huang put it, a new industrial revolution has started. The AI race is on. Whether NVIDIA keeps its lead or trips through its own high expectations will be clear by today's close. So again, like I said, you can go in, play around with NVIDIA, with the charts. key levels to watch out for. Right now, we are running, or Investing.com is running the early bird Black Friday sale. Get your Investing Pro subscription at the lowest price point of the year, 55% off right now on those bi-yearly plans. Think about it. One trade is all you need to make back your subscription and then some. So, like I said, may the trading gods be with you. Good luck tonight. Get your popcorn ready. It'll be a good one. Have a good one, everybody.